And this is for my guy Tim. He's super diligent and always patient with the practice. And that's what this takes, is long-term, daily patience with your body. The body makes changes a little bit at a time. It takes 6 to 8 weeks to change the tissues. So if you commit yourself to, maybe 30 minutes to an hour of training every day, you're going to make significant changes in what you're able to do. And that's going to come in the form of improved mobility, improved function with your work and your daily life, and then improved capacity. You can go on longer adventures, you can lift more weight, you can bike faster, you can run longer distances. So what we'll work on today is just a simple daily practice that you can do just about anywhere. So follow along and just try to incorporate a few of these into your day. Hopefully if you just press play, that my instructions will be sufficient so that you won't have to look at the video while you do this. So see if you can just follow my instructions more than looking at the video. If you do need to peek up, that's totally fine. So here we go. We're going to start just like we are now. So if coming into a deep squat is tough for you, do what you can. So with the feet flat, very important. Keep your toes and knees pressing out. And then what you can do is if it's tough to keep your feet flat, you can take your mat or a cushion of some sort and elevate your heels a little bit. That will allow you to maybe get a little bit lower, take some of the pressure off your ankles. And again, the point is not to get as low as you can, it's to find the right position for you. So we're hanging out here for at least a minute. Make sure you keep your chest up, head up, so you can still swivel your head. And this is a great way to put a break in your day and make sure that your desk position is not making you too stiff. This is taking care of our ankles, knees, and hips. And the core is engaged, so we're also making sure that we're supporting our spine. A couple more deep breaths. You can rock side to side. Good. Now, we're going to fold, keep the feet parallel. You can unroll your mat and grab opposite elbows. Drop the head, engage the legs, lifting the kneecaps, and fold. Let the head be heavy. Hands behind the head. And deep breaths here. So benefits of this position are mobility on the whole back side of your body. And if this is difficult for you, what you can do is bend your knees until your hands touch the ground, and then keep your head reaching towards the ground. And then what you try to do is you straighten your legs as much as you can. So if that's still quite bent and you're reaching into your heels, that's okay, because you're going to make a change over time. So if we hold here for 4 or 5 breath cycles, that'll be sufficient. And so you want to do a few repetitions of each of these positions every day. Good. Okay, so after a few breath cycles like that, we're going to roll up, curling the tailbone under, arch up all the way up at the top, and then we're going to arch our way back down with a flat back. So benefits of this are that we're bringing some gentle movement through the spine on the way up, and then on the way down, we're rolling through the hips, keeping a flat back. So make sure you're breathing. So take a big inhale at the bottom. Exhale all the air out. Engage your belly. Inhale as you roll all the way up. Reach your hands up to the sky at the top, and then with a flat back, exhale as you arch your way down. Okay, 1 or 2 more. Inhale at the bottom, exhale your air out. Deepen the stretch, keep reaching into the ground. Inhale as you roll up, filling up the belly and the pelvis. Tailbone reaches down, hands reach up. 1 more time. Exhale as you fold, reach your head and chest out away from your center of gravity. Fold. Okay, good. So next shape that we're going to come into is a lunge. So, and we're starting here with our chest on the front thigh. Reach back through the heel. The heel is lifted for now. And reach out, grow tall through the top of your head, and just breathe. Chest reaches forward, shoulder blades squeeze back. Internally rotate the thighs and hold. So once you feel a stretch, you can stop adjusting things and just feel. Let your body adjust and work with the position you've made. And if this is difficult for you, that's a good sign that we're doing something that your body's not used to, which is the whole way that we make progress. But it's got to be a little bit at a time. Okay, good. So after that, we can set the back knee down and carefully bring the torso up to a long position. Reach the right arm up to the sky, reach up and over. Press into the top of your back foot. And don't worry, because we're going to do all this on the other side. So don't worry about remembering exactly what to do. And again, anytime you want to redo this, just press play and follow along. So what we're doing here, we're in a fallen lunge position, back knees on the ground, and then we're going to add a little arc. So you reach your right hand up and over, look through your right armpit, and breathe. And then come back to the center. Tuck your back toes under. This time we're going to lift shoulders up. So now, back knee is lifted. The main thing that's really going to help you make change in the hip flexors, that psoas that people talk about so much, is make sure that you're not arching your back, because that's just going to make the psoas tighter and probably make your back angry. So let's see if you can get a good view of this here. So what we're doing is we come into that position. If we come into it too hot, back off. Bring your pelvis down until you feel a stretch in the front of your hip. Try to work the back leg as straight as you can without arching the back. Keep your tailbone dropping. And that's what brings the quality to this practice. So if you have a tough time getting some of these cues, or if there's any pain in these positions, make sure you come see us or find a physical therapist near you so that you can find the practice that is tailored to your needs. Because oftentimes we go to yoga classes, we go to the gym and work out, and we might just be exacerbating the problems that we already have, or getting stronger in ways that we're already strong. Make sure that you make your practices designed to seek out the weakness in your body, and so that you're improving on things that you're not addressing naturally, or not addressing automatically. So that some of these things that take a lot of work to get, they become natural, and then they become part of your options as a mover. And then you have less injury, you're able to do more, and you don't have to do so much stretching every time you come back from a run or a bike ride. It's just natural. Okay, so let's get set up for the other side. So why don't we go back and let's revisit our squat. See if that squat has opened up a little bit. Maybe you can go a little lower. Maybe you're still up here and that's okay. So work on as low as you can, but keeping your shoulders stacked on top of your hips. And breathe. And so I'm not the most flexible person. I use this practice, body weight mobility, foam rolling. I get a massage once in a while. I lift weights. I go to gyrotonic. I go to Pilates. I take yoga classes. I use it all. And what I love to do is bike race. So all these practices help me do more of that. It's really all about balancing out the body from these activities, whether it's sitting or repetitive motion at work, balancing out your body so that you're more capable. Okay, let's get into that lunge position. On the other side, chest is on top of the hip. Get those feet correct. Hips, knees, feet pointed straight ahead. And breathe. That's what makes this all work, is the breathing. So when we're holding these positions for a long time, if you're breathing, you're making progress. If you're not, you're just getting tired. Good. Okay, set that back knee down. Make the back foot flat. Don't leave your toes up. And then bring your tailbone underneath you. Drop the hips. Left hand up and over. And resist the urge to want to let the ribs pop out. Keep those ribs in. Drop your hips. And reach up and over. Make your breaths deep down into your belly and your pelvis. Like you're trying to, imagine you could fill up the bowl of your pelvis. And then complete exhales all the way down. Okay, good. So we should be fatiguing this right leg. And then we're going to fatigue it even more coming up to the full lunge. So again, try to get the back leg as straight as you can, keeping your tailbone underneath you. Rotate both thighs inwards. Beautiful. Good. Come on down. And then we're going to hold a plank. Breathe. Squeeze the hands and feet towards each other and extend the chest through. So we're flexing inwards but also extending. Reaching back through the heels. Grow tall through the head. Downward facing dog. So balancing the pressure that squeezes inwards to keep you stable and the lengthening that's going to help your body get more mobile. Rotate the shoulders out, palms flat. Rotate the thighs in. Reach through your heels. Good. So, next position, we can sit on the ankles. That's going to give us a good ankle plantar flexion. Stretch out the knees a little bit. And then here we can also take care of the shoulders. So wrap those thumbs, reach up to the ceiling, keep the chin tucked, switch thumbs, again, maintain your breathing. Good. And then for the rotator cuffs, one hand, we're trying to scratch the back. One hand reaches up and through to your shoulders. The other hand reaches around the back and up. Eventually, one day, touching fingers. And if that's tough for you, then it's good that we're doing this because you never want to lose that ability to reach behind your back. Okay? You want to be able to, wipe yourself. You want to be able to put on your coat. Make sure we do both sides. You want to be able to reach into the back seat when you're, trying to get something back there or help the kids in the back seat. So again, any of these tight spots, if it's tight, it's because we haven't used it enough, or maybe we've been using it in an improper way. So just touching all these areas of the body every day are really going to help. Okay, so let's transition into something on our backs to help to extend the hips, extend the shoulders. We haven't done anything for that yet. So come into a classic bridge, lifting the hips up, squeeze the shoulder blades together,
Press your hands down, squeeze shoulders together, squeeze the knees towards each other. And lower down. And we can transition that to legs up, feet up, hands up. Hug your knees in. Feet flat again. Come back into that bridge. We can bring in a little single leg action, which will help to coordinate your running and cycling performance. Try to keep the hips level the whole time. Okay, maybe 5 times each side. Exhale as you bring the knee in. Inhale as you set it down. Exhale in. Inhale back. 1 more each side. So single leg bridges. Good. Set your hips down. Hug your knees in. Bring your head up. Reach your heels to the sky. Straighten the legs. Reach your hands up. Maybe even grab your toes. Try to keep your sacrum heavy. Reach through your heels. Good. Hug your knees in. 1 more time into the bridge. Shoulders squeeze together. You can alternate. So as you switch sides, the side that's going to take all your weight already is engaged. So if you're not stabilizing, your hips are going to be all over the place. Okay. 1 more time. Hug the knees in. Reach everything up towards the sky. Reach through your heels. Reach through your hands. Sacrum is heavy. Hug your knees in. Let's do a little bit of a seated hip external rotator stretch, so you can prop yourself up on your hands. Bring your left ankle to your right thigh. Chest stays up. Tuck your chin. So a lot of this stuff looks like yoga. You can make pretty much any exercise have those yoga qualities by making sure that you're breathing fully. But I would say the most important part of a daily mobility practice is that it is helping you work on the major motions of your hips, your shoulders, your spine, your ankles, your knees. So if we're primarily just sitting in one position with our knees in front of us at a 0 degree, make sure that we get into some rotation, say like this, okay? And then I think it's time to switch. So lift your hips. This will also help us, like a bridge will, with some shoulder and hip extension. Place that right ankle on the left thigh and sit back. And if you don't feel like this is hard enough for you, there's other versions. But before you go searching for more of a stretch, try to optimize your posture. So get your chest up, engage your low belly. See if you can drive your sit bones towards the ground. You might notice that you weren't engaging as much as you could have. So we're not trying to build more tension. We're trying to engage the body enough that it's in a strong position. Okay? So what I'd say for holding these, about 5 breath cycles would be sufficient to make a change. And you do this, you roll through this cycle that I'm showing you once or twice, maybe before or after a workout, and that should be sufficient if you do it enough times per week. Okay, lift the hips, place the leg, good, set your hips down. Why don't we do 1 more rotation stretch? And so what we can do is see if you can stack your ankles on top of the knees and sit up tall. Then we can keep that shape of the spine and crawl forward until you feel a stretch in your hips. And breathe. Because again, you might not feel a lot if your spine is rounding. So what you want to do is engage your low belly. Help you grow up tall, fold forward, and breathe. And this is really nice to do maybe after a workout.